People are mad because Noel made some weird jokes at a Young Republicans event at UCLA some years ago, and I guess they didn't condemn Andrew Tate enough. I've seen this all on TikTok, so taking it with a gigantic grain of salt. I fucking love Noel, and I will defend him to death. What is going on? He's the fucking man. If he made some like fucking bad jokes back in the day, who gives a shit? I've known Noel Miller and also Cody Ko for many, many years. I love them. I think they're fucking hilarious. They are one of the greatest examples that I've used regularly of like people who are funny, but in a not like over the top problematic fucking way. People who are not engaging in like the hackiest fucking bits you could possibly engage in. I don't know what the fuck he said, but by the way, Cody said you tied with Tate on the debate, which was stupid. You destroyed him. They said I tied. Okay, never mind. They're done. They're done. Cancel them. No, I'm just kidding. You're not gonna get me to fucking. You're not gonna
think what Tate is doing is not anything new. I feel like every.
Wait, I mean, he's right. I've said this as well.
3 to 4 years, you're gonna get a new generation of like 16-year-old kids who are like 16 to 20-year-old men who are kind of, you know, looking for this type of input. You know, before Tate, it was someone else. Mm-hmm. It's just sort of like, who cares? Mm-hmm. That's the really interesting part to me.
What?
How? I mean, it is because it's mostly kids, but how does anyone give this much of a shit about what he's saying? As I'm saying.
Oh, this came up on your For You page on TikTok. He went to a Republican convention. I love that, dude. I love that. That's awesome. I can't wait. I hope he says the worst shit in this. And guess what, dude? I don't give a fuck. You want to know why? Not because I know him and I like him, okay? I don't give a fuck because I know him and I know what his politics are. I know him and I know what his worldview is now. Do you understand? People say dumb shit, okay? I don't even know what this is about. I don't even know what he said here. The fact that he went to a fucking college Republicans like Breitbart hosted event implies that he probably said some dumbass shit. It's many, many years ago. And not only that, but also people have the capacity to change.
By the way, yeah, I'm all the way over here. I think it's bullshit. Well, I don't think that David too much of one of these guys likes to speak from personal experience, right? I'm a computer engineer. In my personal experience, having a pair of titties is the best thing you can have in the workplace.
Fix him right now.
I mean, everyone with titties makes more money than me. Female titties, man titties.
I can't even hear what the fuck he's saying. He said female titties, man titties. Drama so old, the echo is ancient for real. On God, can't hear shit, no cap. Swear to God. Okay, Weeby, stop fucking posting like a W streamer chatter, okay? Please. On his last podcast, he said girls can just unswipe the Andrew Tate's away. I love Noel too, but I found that annoying. Guys. Let's watch why. This is probably the fucking. This is literally the funniest thing to get upset at a person over. Like, he's saying Andrew Tates exist on the planet. They will always exist on the planet. Don't know why people are making a big deal about it. And he's right about it. I mean, he's right about at least the first part of it. Okay. And trying to hyper-focus on exclusively just the Andrew Tates is the reason why I do it at the very least is because I want to fucking plug the dam. All right. There's holes in the dam, but that dam is breaking all the fucking time regardless. Okay. That dam is breaking all the motherfucking time. Like it's overflowing all the time. When you address someone like Andrew Tate, especially at a time when he's popping off, you're doing it just to plug the holes individually, you know, save a couple people here and there, wherever you can. All right. But ultimately, there's going to be motherfuckers like him all the time because we live in a patriarchal society. So if we live in a patriarchal society, there is always going to be more people that believe in misogynistic things and keep repeating misogynistic things, okay? So calm the fuck down if someone is like not immediately being like, oh my God, I can't believe, like, how is this guy alive? We should kill this guy. What the fuck? Like, because he didn't say that, you're like, oh man, you know, let's go fucking find shit that this guy has said in the past that will create a narrative that implies that there's like some underlying hidden misogyny. Noel is a comedian, okay? And a lot of you are so immediately, when you hear that, you go, oh man, well, you know, that means like, that's bad. That's a bad thing. It's just such a lame thing to constantly fucking dog people like this, especially when, one, their perspective is clear, okay? Their attitude has changed throughout the years, or at least like as far as I've known Noel, I've never fucking gotten a slight hint of that from him, okay? Okay. And most people in this community already agree with me on this because like I've done this whole route so many fucking times. We've had this conversation so many fucking times over, like a million times over. But like, let's hear what he had to say.
Saying this, anyone who likes Tate, they don't fucking care about this.
Yeah.
That when Tate is like, you're boring me. It's like, that's who likes him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
I think if anything, the people who bring them on their show are mostly full of shit because they don't actually care to convince him of anything.
Yeah.
And in their mind, they're like, well, as long as I visually disagree, then it's fine.
Yeah.
And it's like they're doing the same thing. Like bringing Tate onto your show guarantees views, and you're doing that to pump your number.
You guys are saying Pepela as though he's addressing me, and to be as like charitable as possible, he might be, but this is stemming from a misunderstanding because I didn't even fucking bring him onto my show. I went on a show where he was already being dick rode at a time when his fucking clout levels had already maxed out. Do you understand?
Yeah. And he knows by being on your show, he's going to recruit some of your fucking 18-year-old male audience. So I think the whole thing is a racket between everyone who engages with him. I think there are a few people who actually seek to kind of debunk what he's saying because they disagree. But those aren't the people that, you know, get him on their show.
So you're saying,
yeah,
you're saying the shows that reach out, you know, maybe in the emails are like, yo, would you come on the show? And he's like, yeah, for sure. And he's like, could you do the women ain't shit thing?
No, I think they don't even have to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's talking about me because, like, they know what my perspective is. They know what my opinion is. They know what I fucking believe in. And they know why I often don't do debates. But, like, if I am going to do one, it's going to be at a time when, like, motherfuckers are going, you know, crazy over, you know, someone like Andrew Tate.
Can you just you know, do your thing?
Yeah.
You know,
we'll
argue with it a little bit. It'll be great.
That's what they're hoping for. Yeah. And here's the thing. I get that it's a young, impressionable audience. Fuck off with that, honestly. It's not to you directly. Like, I say fuck off with that because what I'm saying is, in terms of the scope of the entire internet and, like, people, I would argue that no one is really concerned about what is affecting children with the amount of shit that's on the internet that, like, can poison them.
Right.
If we as a society believe that the internet was like a generally bad thing for kids, I feel like would have agreed to like have some process that prevents a child from even using the internet. Tate just needed cigars, height, and
I did this yesterday as well. I mean, this is Jordan Peterson. Okay. This is Jordan Peterson on fucking steroids, quite literally, by the way. That's why this is happening. Okay. And it's going to inevitably go away. But here's what I disagree with. I think this kind of stuff goes away when people start going, wait a minute, this guy's fucking popping off and like no one is addressing any of the things he's saying. And a lot of people are fucking like literally, a lot of people are, you know, personally acting like this is a normal situation when it's not. There's something that fucking smells weird about this. Okay? Guys like this blow the fuck up. When you don't address them, you end up with Trump. No, like, I'm not, make no mistake, for the record. I've been doing this shit for fucking years, okay? With a much, much, much smaller platform. You understand? I did this shit for Jordan Peterson. I did this shit for Milo Yiannopoulos. I did this shit when PewDiePie was like doing some fucking weird stuff with like right-wing reactionaries. You have to understand, I did this with Ty Lopez. I've been doing this for 10 to 12 fucking years. Okay? So I'm not going to stop now because like Andrew Tate, whatever. I know. I've been doing this. I've been doing this for a very, very, very long time. There are different kinds of grifters on the right. Okay? And I'm not doing it because I personally think like I'm going to be able to single-handedly destroy these people. No, I don't think it works that way. They are personally taking advantage of systemic inequalities in most cases. They're personally taking advantage of the misogyny that is socially conditioned into every single person that exists in a patriarchal society. I'm not going to be able to change that by addressing one fucking grifter. Like I said, the only reason why I could do this is because I believe that I could maybe plug the dam a little bit. Okay? So just understand that. First and foremost. You've been doing this since young Zoomers? Yeah, I mean, exactly. Exactly. And the reason why I do it is because, like, maybe you can use those counterpoints in the real world when you're, like, you know, when you have a friend who's, like, going down that fucking Andrew Tate pipeline. It's the best you can do. It's the most you can do. Right? Like, the big issue is that the intellectual dark web is a direct pipeline to alt-right thought. Andrew Tate has clearly been popping off. At one point, he said he was getting thousands of new members of Hustlers University. I don't think Hustlers University is as popping as it was, as he claims it is, for the record.
Strong sense of oratory skill. Look at that.
Are you a stan? I think that
But that's a joke. They're like, and he's right. Andrew Tate is popping off because he's Jordan Peterson, but he also has the aesthetics. He's Jordan Peterson, who has fucking dumbed down the Jordan Peterson rhetoric. And also on top of that, he has the aesthetics that appeal to like young fucking kids. He's joking about him being a stan.
I think that like instilling confidence in young males is not a bad thing at all. I don't think. But
we go.
He does it by shitting on women.
Yes.
Nice.
What? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's what he does.
No, but I'm saying it just goes in line with what we were saying before.
Yeah.
Bro, why did you just link me a home in Texas? Homie just linked me a fucking realtor.com home in Texas for no reason. That was so strange.
His influence, I think, is just a bad thing in general, just because it's not just kids watching his videos and being like, oh yeah, I can do things. I should boss up and start working out and all this shit. It's like, I should do that, and I should think women aren't anything.
Yeah, I would argue though that I think honestly Andrew almost promotes like a MGTOW type lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because I think the funny irony is you can go to Hustlers University, but at the end of the day, you're not Andrew Tate. So a lot of those dudes are going to like have that attitude, and they're going to go out into the world and they're going to try to encounter like women in the wild, and then women will just be like, and
yeah.
Yeah, the only part of this that I kind of disagree with is like, I talked about this already. As a joke, he's correct, right? Like, I said this as well, because these dudes are never going to get pussy. Like, he's basically saying that as well. Like, you're never going to get pussy if you fucking look at, if you, dude, stop posting the same fucking link. What, you asked? Asked what? Here's a better one? Okay, I'm banning you for the duration. Why do you keep fucking linking a random home? What? Yikes, dude. Okay. Okay. But they're typing in the wrong chat, maybe. Anyway, here's what I was saying. Like, if you follow Andrew Tate's advice, right? One, you're going to lose a lot of money. And two, you're never going to get pussy because you're going to be like a permanently unfuckable person because he's only like sucking you deep he's only sucking you further down that like red pill, black pill rabbit hole, right? With his fucking takes about like constantly blaming women, constantly saying like women ain't shit, right? It's not going to happen. Not only are you being scammed, not only is he sucking your fucking wallet, okay? But he's also breaking your brain. So he's right. You will never be able to get pussy that way. However, that kind of fucking take, if you constantly and consistently, if you are promoting that sort of shit, if you're promoting that sort of fucking attitude, if you're like a Tate head, if you're a tater tot, you're gonna, like I said, being extremely parasocial, they said they were looking for a house for you and them so you can live together. Okay. Wait, come on, Fizz. No better. That's not. No. Guys, stop. They're not well. Come on. Move on. They're not doing all right, obviously. We've been on Twitch for as long as we've been on Twitch. Come on, you know how this works. There are a lot of people who just sometimes think things that are not happening in the real world think that they think that it is happening. Okay? Stop. Okay. So, like I was saying, the problem with someone like Andrew Tate is that misogyny already exists. And not only does misogyny already fucking exist in the real world, you're just further fucking spreading it. You know what I mean? You're further justifying it. You're further spreading it. You're further justifying it, making it awful for women in general, making it less appealing for women to even go out and like talk to dudes. Okay, so you're cucking yourself and cucking future generations at the same time. Remember when I talked about this? Remember when I talked about this fucking last night? I don't know. Some of you were in here. Maybe some of you weren't. But like, even if you don't care about women as like genuine human beings, right? Even if you don't care about women as like actual human beings and like care about how they feel or whatever and spare their feelings and not be a fucking douchebag to them, remember that it also personally fucking cucks you down the line. Because if you treat women in the same way that Andrew Tate does, and a lot of these other fucking dudes keep doing that over and over again, you're scaring the hoes. Women are not going to want to fucking talk to dudes for that reason. That's why they say men ain't shit, because you're acting like you ain't shit. Stop. You're ruining for everybody, okay? That's the problem. So even if you don't want to think about it from the point of like, oh yeah, I want to fucking treat women with respect like they're peers, okay? I want to treat women with respect like they're peers. Think about it from a fucking, think about it from a selfish point of view. You're still fucking yourself. Anyway. I know Patrick CC did another Andrew Tate video on YouTube. We might look at it later, okay? I mean, it helps because the bar is so fucking low. No, it doesn't. It doesn't actually help. And the reason why it doesn't actually help is because it still creates an unsafe environment for so many women that like straight up fucking don't want to talk to dudes because they just think like, is this guy's gonna be another fucking asshole? You're not even initiating conversations with like thousands of women that you could have been fucking talking to specifically because they're not feeling safe because of all of the hundreds of thousands of experiences they've had on the internet or throughout their lives since they fucking were 12, okay? That's the reason, because men behave in this incredibly creepy way, can't control themselves, and then other fucking dumbasses justify that behavior, and I get it. I'm a man. I get it, okay? I had wild hormones when I was growing up too. I was so fucking horny. I understand it. You just need to fucking temper that shit. You need to be like a man, okay? You need to be normal and behave. This shit is repetitive as fuck. We've all heard it so many times, but you have to. You have to. You have to hear it again. Maybe not you, but there's thousands of people in here that didn't hear me say this before. Okay? And that's the problem, because people, instead of fucking controlling their urges and recognizing that, like, maybe they're being assholes and build confidence, instead of doing that, they take the easy route. And people like Andrew Tate tell them that the easy route is fine. The easy route is just say, yeah, women ain't shit. They suck. It's their fault that nobody wants to fuck you. Okay? Do you understand? He's unironically telling you that, you know, it's cool. It's fine. The feelings that you have, the anxieties and the resentment that you feel is normal. The entitlement that you feel that you deserve this pussy, okay, is normal. And when you don't get that, instead of examining the entitlement and fixing something about yourself that is like stopping you from getting the pussy, okay, you just fucking turn around and go deeper and deeper into that fucking dark hole where you just like keep repeating the dumb shit that Andrew Tate is saying. Okay? Anyway, but like I said, make no mistake, I'm not saying I'm like fucking combating misogyny. I'm going to end misogyny by fucking addressing Andrew Tate's point of view. I'm not saying that at all. It's just like plugging the dam here and there. You know what I mean? Any person that I can get to hear this message and change their attitude, that's a win. That's a dub, okay? You have the capacity to change. You can better yourself. Please, try it. And don't listen to fucking assholes who get mad at you or even try to point to like things you've done in the past if you are already on that path to change. All right? These are lies. Easy route. He says life is all about hard work. What? So wrong perspective. No, he says you should hustle, you should work, you should hustle, you should work. But when it comes down to like getting laid, okay, when it comes down to finding meaningful relationships, he literally fucking pushes you to the worst place because he tells you to make more money and become a high value male while simultaneously preaching that like women only want to fuck you for your money. And you are too stupid to understand that. That's the sad, pathetic truth. You can be broke as fuck as long as you're confident. As long as you have some shit going on in your life, like there are plenty of qualities that people will appreciate within you. Okay? Naming yourself enlightened and walking around saying some dumbass shit is awesome. I mean, of course, when someone says, not true, confidence, haha. Exactly, bro. It's what you don't have. That's the only reason. Only motherfuckers that are the most insecure look to someone like Andrew Tate, who is like very carefully crafted his image around being a confident person and is like very clearly overcompensating for his insecurities and sometimes doesn't even fucking hide it. Like he literally is talking about dicks all the time. He's like worried about like dicks that might come from the shadows and fuck your girl all the time. That is not a confident man. That is a man living in fear. You understand? And the only people that see that and think, oh man, like this guy's preaching the truth. Look, he's got a Bugatti. Or little kids. And I've been there. You know? If I was 14 and I saw Andrew Tate, I'd be like, that guy's so sick. I want to be just like him. You know what I mean? Luckily, instead of that, I was watching anime and I was like, oh, Kakashi, like he's so cool. I want to be like him instead. You know what I mean? Fuck. Stop fucking posting okay, in the chat, you fucking weebs.
They just unswipe that guy.
Yeah.
They just unmatch him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you can't fucking unswipe misogyny away, and also there's still a additional layer of problems there. At least from a woman's perspective, the problems would be that like they have to constantly fucking encounter dickheads like this all the goddamn time, and this guy is basically still, Andrew Tate is basically still promoting it.
it's like when dudes sign up for like pickup artist things. Like how many of those guys actually? Yeah, I don't know. This is a whole world that I don't really even know enough about to like even speak on.
True.
I think the whole hysteria around him is because everyone's bored and he is not a new thing. Some fucking big buff guy or just some dude who's like, women hate you, care for yourself. It's whatever weirdo message he wants to put out there.
By the way, I don't know why they thought like he was like repping Andrew Tate. Like if this is enough, like Noel and Cody have built a very diverse audience over the course of many years. Why have they built an audience like this? Because they have really good politics overall. Okay, so when you get to this, when you get to that point, when you have a gigantic fucking audience like this, some people are going to be very, some people are just going to be high strung about things that he's saying, and misunderstand the overarching point. Like maybe he's minimizing Andrew Tate's impact here, but he's not even minimizing Andrew Tate's impact because like he definitely doesn't think that Andrew Tate is cool or anything, right?
It's not the first time this has happened.
Yeah, true.
I think historically in society, men have had a general disdain for women. So I think it's funny when
they address your interaction with Tate directly in the full episode. Yeah, from what I understand, what Cody said, it was a fucking not good or something.
It's like, look at society for the last thousands of years. It's just like, women didn't talk then. They shouldn't talk now.
Yeah, okay. So you are anti-Tate then?
I'm not anti. I just think like all these messages he's putting out there is like, there's not enough time to do the things he's saying.
Right.
How can you trust the chat's assertion about anything? I mean, I didn't. And the reason why I didn't trust the chat's assertion about this in this particular instance is because like, he said, I'm not anti-Tate. I just don't think that like you can, what do you call it? You can like address it. Here, he said, hey, everyone, I'll speak more on this next week, but I immediately want to clear some any misconceptions. I don't think Tate is a good person or a positive influence. Our conversation was a lot longer and parts were edited down, so I think my explanations are coming across like justifications. Regardless, I have no issue saying Tate isn't a good person. Additionally, I was trying to inject some humor here and there, but it was poorly timed. I understand if this was upsetting to see, and I want to assure you that I'm not in agreement or support of Tate's ideology, but it doesn't matter. People already fucking saw it. People already saw it. People already saw the fucking video. People already cut the video. People already fucking moved on with like, Noel is actually bad. Okay, he has bad opinions. And fuck all, yeah, he's saving face. Like, what do you mean he's saving face? Do you know him? I know him, motherfucker. I've known him for years. What do you mean he's saving face? Or backtracking? Or maybe you misunderstood the overarching position that he has. No, that can't be the case. Maybe the 700 prior times when I like misunderstood someone and decided that that person was bad. I love Noel and I'll get over it. I just found it annoying. I think my tolerance is less because of the climate right now. Certainly. But like, this is a person who is already, has so much goodwill. You know what I mean? Like the reason why you, Rosie, in particular, for example, like Noel, is because you recognize that he's safe. Do you see what I'm saying? Why do you see that? Why do you see safety in someone like him? You see safety in someone like him because you understand like his politics are his politics are otherwise like empathetic, right? Otherwise you wouldn't like him. You know what I mean? And I think like yeah, you know his views, you know where he's coming from. You understand that. So this comes across like a juxtaposition to that. Okay? So you're like shocked by it. But ultimately, it's you know, he passes the vibe check for many years as like someone who has literally done what do you call it? Someone who's done comedy for many years and has not done like the hacky fucking bigoted shit for almost all of it, especially since he popped off at a time when like plenty of people were actually doing problematic, shitty, hacky fucking bits nonstop, because that's what you do. Tell how much your body count increased after buying a $5 million house and a Porsche. This is the funniest fucking take. I love that, dude. You do realize that the irony in this, right? I used to have way more sex before I did all of that. Before I got this stuff. Anyway, except for your moms. My body count is 34,000 plus because I fucked all your moms. Okay, so where was I? Probably because his fame made it harder to get genuine women who aren't fans of his. What? Hassan has a house was 10 million a few weeks ago. Yeah, my house value has gone down. How do you counter Twitter leftist points? I have many friends that are close to me that are Twitter leftists. Just don't. Just let them fucking pop off. Who cares? They are irrelevant for the most part. So I want to see what this fucking take is. Like, I want to see what he said here that people are like trying to pop off on him on. But I can't even understand what he's even saying.
I see by the way, yeah, Noel over here, I think it's bullshit. Well, I don't think it dated too much. I'm one of these guys that likes to speak from personal experience, right? I'm a computer engineer. In my personal experience, having a pair of titties is the best thing you can have in the workplace.
Is he doing like a women get paid less and they deserve to get paid less or something? Like he's doing like a hacky bit or something? Captions gave up, yeah. It's a pipeline in its own right, chat. I went down and came back okay, and that's what makes it different from the alt-right pipeline. I think this is the full video, only has 400 views. Featuring a Milo roast. I want to, does anyone know, like, defend your buddy, please? I mean, why do you think, if you're a 17-month subscriber, why do you think he's my buddy? And I've known him for many years, even back when I was at the Young Turks. Do you think he's my buddy because he's like, what do you call it? Like, do you think he has like bad takes? Do you think I'm like friends? Do you think I like someone and I'm friends with someone who has like been a fucking bigoted person for many years? I think Noel's kind of a doomer, and seeing people like Tay get so big is just depressing. I remember him on stream talking about how much work he puts on some of his videos, and they're the ones that do the worst. Yeah. Yo, F slur on vid, move the cano. Oh, that's the Milo's like dangerous F word tour, right? Oh man, that's awesome. That's fucking dope. No one wants to hear that doomer shit, so it performs worse. Can someone fill me in on what's going on? I'm late to the stream. The vid is a wash. The audio is borked. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I can't even fucking understand what the fuck's going on here. What is he saying, please? In this clip, he thinks the wage gap is bullshit and having titties are the best thing a woman can bring to the workplace. Like, people are desperate to fucking cancel him. They can't even understand what he's saying in this. Okay? That's the best part. And yeah, that's hacky. That's a hacky ass fucking joke. They can't even hear it. I understood him. Yeah, he's doing a fucking hack ass. If he is saying that, he's doing a fucking hack job because he's at a fucking Republican the UCLA conference in like 2016. When did Milo do the Dangerous F Word tour? It was like way back in the fucking day. No, not even 2016. It was like 2015. I'm sure this account's other TikToks aren't deranged at all. A lot of people make fun of me whenever I mention, you know, what you should laugh at and how you should laugh at things. Okay? People always think, oh man, it's really fucked up that Hasan constantly finds himself having to describe what jokes are and what humor is to his leftist audience. Now, the reason why I have to fucking do that is because people literally don't understand, can't comprehend how fucking comedy works. Okay? When you're a comedian, you're gonna fucking sometimes land on misogynistic fucking jokes, even bigoted jokes every now and then. Because the only way to test out your fucking material, my issue is that you always defend unfunny people. That is literally not true. Okay? The issue is, there is no way, especially if you're a green comic, trying to fucking, especially if you're a green comic, trying to be funny, okay? And comedy is subjective, certainly. But if you're a green comic trying to be funny, and you got a fucking gig like this, then yes, of course, sometimes you're gonna fucking make like stupid ass jokes, okay? Bigoted jokes. Racist material is what hack comics do when they have nothing. Do you understand? Bigoted material is what hack comics do. Like, I don't like, you know, I don't like racist shit in general, but also, I can still understand doing edgy humor. I still appreciate edgy humor. But the moment that edgy humor is unfunny is the moment that it turns into just hack material. You get it? Green is in Green Party? No, man. What the fuck? No. Green as in like a green comic, like new. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, I hate this fucking community. Oh my God. The other day I literally said, you know, these people set up traps and motherfuckers were like, oh, that's a slur, sweaty. Like a normal usage, okay? A normal usage for a fucking term. And leftist chat was like, you're literally using a slur right now. Like I had to describe that trap also fucking means, like in the real world, like a thing that you do, like a trap door that you open up and then someone falls in it. Fuck! God damn it, dude. Yeah, just Jesus Christ, like, so fucking annoying. Like, oh my God, I mean, I guess you have to go through it here, you know what I mean? This is a relatively safe space, and I understand that. So, like, every tender queer that fucking finds their way into this community, better off that they're, like, in this community first, instead of, like, going out of the fucking world and, like, writing Twitter threads nonstop, you know what I mean? Holy shit. Like, literally, calm down, dude. You're fucking insane. It's the anyone above 25 did this annoying shit on Twitter or Tumblr 8 years ago? Yeah. His new pipeline is so much more far-reaching than the old alt-right one. Like, so many more teenagers know of Tate than someone like Shapiro. Every teenager is becoming fucked. Yeah. Anyway. So, I can't even fucking see what he's saying in here, but I can't even fucking understand what Noel is saying here, which is makes it even funnier, like the cancellation. But like if you look to other fucking bits at the time, literally during this, as he is like on this gig, having an opportunity to be in front of an audience, you will see that like in 2015, 2016, even back then, his politics were not exactly fucking aligned with Breitbart and Milo Yiannopoulos. Where people are literally spelling out what he said for you. What? Having a pair of titties is the best thing you can have in the workplace. Just sounds like Noel doesn't care about being misogynistic. Yeah. Yeah, canceling him right now is fucking stupid, but don't say that what he said is okay. I'm not saying that at all. I already said it was fucking hacky. What the fuck is wrong with you dumbasses, dude? God, I fucking despise you motherfuckers, dude. You are literally the worst joy kills. Like, no one is like you, okay? No one. This community that you think is a safe space for motherfuckers like you is not a safe space for motherfuckers like you. I yell at you. Half the time I end up yelling at dumbasses like you because I have to clean my own fucking house first. Do you understand? Y'all are freaks, bro. Y'all are fucking freaks. It's okay. Most of us know what you're talking about. You explained it perfectly. Yeah. Do you not think it's justified reaction for younger women who might be coming to terms for the first time with the fact that every man they know has to, or watch, has to unlearn a bunch of misogynistic and harmful shit? What do you mean? Like, of course. But like, why are you taking it out on fucking this dude who already isn't misogynistic, dude? Half the dudes that are fucking upset at Noel at this time were literally pooping in their fucking diapers. And you're over here being like, they're incapable of changing. They're incapable of changing. Yeah, he made a fucking hacky joke. That's it.
I mean, everyone with titties makes more money than me. Female titties, man titties.
Oh my God, the punchline itself isn't even, oh, you're such a piece of shit, chatter, for posting that. He literally, the punchline isn't even fucking, the punchline itself isn't even fucking anti-women, you asshole. He's literally saying it starts off with misogyny. The setup is misogynistic, and then it's a fucking case of misdirection, talking about how everybody makes more money than he does.
I get my own pair of titties, you know what I'm saying? Hey, transgender's in.
Why are people not more mad that he even mentioned trans people in this? And that it's like inherently transphobic to suspect that you can change your gender like this on a whim. It was wild. You didn't even fucking see it. You got so mad that you saw the titty thing. And you like fucking dumped on it.
Why are you covering your face? Now is the time to do it. You want to generate wage gap business right here. You can fill it up and just smash and shut.
Can we just say people grow? He isn't perfect, but he's not an enemy either. Let's move on. Yeah, but like, this doesn't represent his fucking perspective. Is 2016 trans people weren't invented yet? Folks, I'm not fucking defending his material here. Okay? What I'm defending is the man I know. The man I know is not a transphobic person. The man I know is not a fucking misogynistic person. Okay? Even if his material here is. You understand? And if you had to fucking dig the source material up from a fucking Breitbart post with 400 views, why? Why are you using all of your time, effort, and initiative on God's green earth to do that to a dude who you know, and the only reason why you like him is not like that. That's the point. Just a grifter, a hustler? Yeah, everyone's a grifter, dude. Only you, anonymous account on fucking Twitter, or I mean on Twitch. You're the only real one. Going forward, if you have people like this who very clearly aren't like even problematic people, okay? Unless you fucking invent a time machine to go back and yell at him in 2015, I don't want to hear from you. Okay? And even if you invent a time machine, at the top of the hour, there's still a 60-second ad break. So how about you use that time machine to go back in time 30 minutes prior so you don't see the fucking ads? Okay? But fear not, even if you don't have a time machine, at the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break, and you can still avoid it by subscribing for $5 or for free. Okay? That's right. With a Twitch Prime, you can avoid those top of the hour ad breaks without having to build a fucking time machine. Twitch Prime, free, as long as you have an Amazon Prime account. Connected to a Twitch account, shut the fuck up. Yes, you're right. It would make more sense to just go 1 minute into the future and not see the ad break. Moonison, thank you for the 10 gifted. Day Wade W drops. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Allowing 15 people to no longer see the ads as well. You can get gifted a sub if you're lucky. People in the chat are so cloud chasing, they're picking at straws over the dumbest shit. Yeah. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. I personally wasn't a huge fan of what he said on the pod, but that's because over the years I've grown to trust him and like his takes on most things, not because I think he's secretly some conservative. These people are insane. Yeah, no. Like, you do this because you think that there's like some underlying like secret misogynistic mission that this guy has, okay? That's why you're doing it. Well, also you're doing it because like, you know, maybe you can get some fucking clout out of it. And it's silly as fuck. Mooney Ra, thank you for the 5 gifted. Breitbart is explicitly white supremacist fascist, 100%. Make no mistake. That is, like, Noel did this at a time where Breitbart literally had, like, the black crime tag on their fucking website. Okay? But I also don't personally think that he was all too aware of all that shit. Isn't the dogpiling right wing pushed to de-influence these people? Isn't it interesting how someone had that old ass clip ready to spring on him the moment he split? Yeah. The moment he slipped, yeah. Just was at a high-end Turkish restaurant. Ho, are you into Midwestern women? You're disgusting. Are you okay? 32-month subscriber? What the fuck are you saying right now? I can't believe this guy is secretly conservative.
Like, people hate landlords, but what is the alternative to landlords? How else would it work?
I guess taxes and the government
buys you housing.
It would be like social housing.
Yeah.
For everyone?
Yeah, so the government would buy up properties.
Cody's like, this is outside of his realm of comprehension.
And let the communities run those properties.
But isn't that like socialism?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the alternative.
Austria does it. About 60% of their population lives in
Kings.
social housing.
Interesting.
So that would be the alternative.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah.
Cool. Got it.
Having this clip of Noel ready is the same energy as Hassan Brothel, Hassan Brothel, Hassan Brothel. Yeah, which is like literally fucking people being like, dude. I mean, I have a lot more deranged anti-fucking stalkers than Noel does. But it is something that is very frustrating, and I will constantly. Wait, how does that prove anything for Noel? No, I mean Noel is as close as you can get to being a leftist, while still not being straight up a fucking like out and about socialist. That's why I'm saying it's like so stupid. Shut the fuck up. You understand? What time is it? My clock messed up? You already missed it. I already ran the top of the hour ad break. Just came in and it seems like the more you talk about him, the more he gets buried. Noel is circling the drain. What do you mean? Stay with me, chat. Leftist men are capable of being misogynistic. I mean, this is true. If you ask TikTok, I'm the most misogynistic. You know what I mean? How come you're not living in government housing? Does government housing even fucking exist? What the fuck are you talking about? America doesn't even have... Like, what are you saying, bro? Where, motherfucker? Also, do you think it's appropriate for someone with my level of fucking affluence to take up space from someone else? How the fuck do I qualify for government housing? On what planet? Anyway. Frankly, I don't care about any public figure's political take unless I come for them for specifically political takes. You claim to be a socialist and you don't live in social housing. Curious, yeah. So yeah. I haven't talked about Nancy Pelosi yet, but I will eventually. We just got sidetracked by this like Noel Miller shit. Yeah, my point is be fucking normal, okay? Stop freaking out about dumb shit. And what else? I mean, that's it. That's honestly it. You're being ridiculous. Like you make leftism seem impossible and unapproachable. And at this point, like, you know, we have to do a little bit better. Okay, we have to like. I'm not like the biggest optics guy, as you know, but like at this stage, you gotta be. You gotta conduct yourself a certain fucking way. You know what I mean? Like you don't pop off at every fucking person. Like leftists love dragging down other people on the left before doing anything about like systemic issues. And that comes from, and I've said this time and time again, so many of you are going to be like, oh my God, like, Hasan, you've said this so many times, but it comes from a place of powerlessness, okay? You're fucking powerless. So you try to make changes in areas where you feel like you can make changes because, like, someone like Noel will see what you're saying and feel bad about it, okay? He'll feel fucking terrible about it because he'll be like, oh, fuck, these people think I'm like a... Like they misunderstood what I was saying. Maybe I didn't fucking carefully word whatever the fuck the point I was trying to get across. And now all these people in my fan base think I'm like legitimately a misogynistic person. That sucks, right? And that makes you feel good. You're like, oh yeah, I was able to interact with my content creator. But everyone around you looks at that and goes, God damn, you are fucking insane, bro. Like that's insane. What is this? Thank you for saying this. Leftist activism guarding is how this shit exists. What the fuck is this? What are you about to show me?
There's no way I'm the only one who's tired of hearing about this ideal summer body from people who very much already have what society typically deems an ideal summer body.
Wait, what? Did they just take Did they just take a tweet about abortion and flip it on like ideal summer bodies? What? Me, I don't want to be doxxed. You, okay, partially doxes you? Who are you talking about? What are you fucking saying? What? What is a partial dox? Leftists are way too combative and love eating their own. Yes, dude. Yes. Leftism, anti-capitalism, progressive ideals stem from a place of empathy. Okay? And the most frustrating part about it is that people unironically refuse to practice that empathy when you see people that are... You had a tweet about doxing on screen 10 minutes ago? Oh, yeah. No. Bro, how the fuck are some of these people even previously subscribed with these messages? Eating their own, also known as accountability. Yeah, dude, I know. Accountability, man. Anyone who fucking uses the term accountability on the internet, 90% of the time, they're just like mentally ill. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it real. If you think you are doing accountability by like cyber stalking some fucking content creator, you're just mentally ill and you have figured out a way to moralize your mental illness, okay? And feel good about it. You know what I mean? No, you're just obsessive. You have mental illness, and instead of treating that, especially because of capitalism makes it impossible to fucking treat it, you seek other people who are equally as mentally ill and decide that you're unironically doing like some kind of good thing. Because it's not enough that you're just like mentally ill and you're caving to your desires. You also have to do it in the appropriate way. You have to look at it from the moral framework of accountability. It's great. Thank you, dude. Thank you. You're killing it. Now you're just being ableist for no reason. What the fuck? No, you're right. A lot of these people are actually totally mentally sound. You're right. Shut up. Shut up. I can't even say people on their like 11th fucking sock account being like, I'm holding people accountable by fucking, going off the goddamn walls is unironically fucking true. Jesus. Anyway, Chef Gordon Ramsay is facing backlash on TikTok after posting a video in which he appeared to select the lamb to slaughter for a meal, rubbing his hand together while repeatedly saying yummy. Yeah, people are fucking stupid. That's it. That's my take on that. Okay, shut the fuck up. Okay. How about you shut up on your own stream? Got him. All right. Let's get to like real news, okay? And holding people accountable has Gamergate energy. Yeah, but from the left, okay? Why are you insulting us? Because we react to someone taking Breitbart money in 2016? Oh, yeah, I bet he took fucking that Breitbart check, dude. Not stalking him, just saw the video that you played. I'm not saying you're the one who's fucking stalking. I'm saying that whoever that other person is that like dug up that fucking video with 500 views, they're the ones who are doing that in a directional way too. And you're too stupid to understand that you're being duped. That's my problem. If you're in my community for this long, you should know better. I expect you to know better. I expect you to not immediately fucking fall into these weird patterns that have been played out a million times over. All right, let's move away from this, please. Oh God, it's just narcissistic chatters derailing the stream once again because they want me, the streamer, to fucking react to them personally. All right. Love the weekly. Hasan talks about some canceling happening first by raging, then by pleading for sanity section every fucking week. But it needs to happen. 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 People don't understand it. And if you like me, okay, if you like me and you trust where I'm coming from, then please trust these words, okay?